The Rosy Barb is the next thing on my list to attempt to spawn. I don't know why I've got two different colours here, the red and the yellow, but I'll work that out. The males are generally a really nice rosy red name, hence the name Rosy Barb, and they're a very nice, peaceful fish. They get to a good size, so they're on the list. As are these red phantom tetras. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a go on the red phantoms again, which I failed at miserably last time, or the Flame tetras, which are here as well, which I also failed at miserably last time. But it'll be one of these two that we give a go on next week. Update on the guppies that I thought had gill flukes. They're all looking really good at the moment. I'm happy with that. And every time I treat with flubendazole, this is the waste that comes out. It's quite interesting, really. Time to mix up Rapashi, a Garbo Explorer for the base, and a super worm pie, which is a reptile food. However, none of the ingredients in the reptile stuff is going to cause any issues to your fish, so it's a great way of getting some extra bugs into them. You can see the two different colours here. The big bulky brown colour is the Agapo, the lighter beige tan colour is the other one. Here it is, all made up. We just made a half amount of what we normally would, just enough to get through the weekend. We get Safi on to making a full batch when he gets in on Monday. Next was this absolutely fucking repulsive, stench, putrid, gross microworm slush. We need to reset that. I apologise for swearing, but honestly it was so awful. So I cleaned my container up, made up some more mashed potato, and then this entire time I was gagging. It was so putrid and disgusting. We had to pour some of the even just looking at this video again is no, let's get through this as quick as possible. Microworm gross stuff goes on top of there. Put some yeast on it. Just move forward, Cameron. Just move forward. Close the lid. Hopefully in a couple of days time we'll have some microworms. That was rancid. It was then off to Bunnings to get some bits and pieces for arts and crafts. We've got some silicone and some razor blades. We will keep you updated on how that went, but not before it was time for Up the Waz coffee. Really needed it after that rancid microworms. Far out, that was gross. Had a lovely customer bring in some black mollies today. They are looking really good. Haven't had black mollies for a little while. Not sure I'm going to hold some back to spawn from or not. And I remembered why I put the clip of BMW in the tank in the video yesterday. It was to remind me to do a water change. So I did a water change on BMW today. Woo! Look at that water going in, and look at how fresh and so clean it's looking now. Didn't do any plant maintenance or trimming or anything like that. I will do that next week, I think. So just for now, we'll just enjoy how pretty this aquarium is. Right, time for the arts and crafts. Getting some work done on the dual diamond tank. So I needed to clean it all up because it's looking pretty gross. I scratch off all the gunk off the glass. Scratch off all the residue and stuff like that. So that is what the razor blades were for. Scratchy, cleany. Sprayed it down with a bit of white vinegar and water solution and just to loosen it all off, and then you got the razor blade on and cleaned it all up. Looks pretty good to me. Here we go. The aftermath, nice and shiny. Some fresh and so clean. I was checking all the silicone while I had it empty. All the silicone was looking pretty good except for this wee bit here. That is a little bit of a concern, even more of a concern because this has been in my house for the last couple of years. So I think I might dry it completely out with the wet vac as we're doing here. Sucky. It's a very sucky motor, as they say. Wet vacs work really well for getting these last little bits and pieces out. Someone suggested I do this a little while ago from, must have been the Molly's tank that we were playing around with. So I got the old wet vac out, dried it up. There it is, nice and dry. So today, being Friday, I'll probably cut that little bit of silicone out and just put a wee dollop of new stuff on it just to make me feel a little bit better. But here we go, the dual tank is now ready to go. Once we get that little bit of silicone on there, we will begin scaping it, and I'll do a video for that for everybody. I was walking past into the fish room today and I saw the dwarf sage had some flowers. I thought they were very pretty and absolutely were worth having a video of. I haven't seen dwarf sage flowers for a long time, so I thought, hey, why not? Also, speaking of pretty, this guy is looking pretty stunning at the moment. And as always, not going to turn around and show me a full shot. Normally when he's got this much red on, they have spawned, they're about to spawn, or something good is happening, but I did not see any eggs or any fry in that tank. This is the razor blade that I just used to clean off. It only took a couple hours, and look at how rusty it is. Man, shows how good vinegar is. It was time to get some research done on the diamond tetra tank, the jewel tank. So I started digging through the Fishes of the Orinoco book from Ivan McColgy. And a little bit off topic, but we've still got a green Severin fry. I was excited about that. Hopefully with one there might be more. We will see. And speaking of fry, the T-bars have gone again. Hadn't even noticed that they were sitting on eggs. Hadn't even noticed the behavior change, but we've got some free swimming fry. So how good is that? This is the aftermath of feeding the Rapashi. Went through about half of the container. We'll go through the half probably on Saturday, and then have nice and clean and clear, so Seth can make some up and feed some out again on Monday. Here's my haul for the jewel tank, the diamond tetra tank, what do you want to call it. So we're using those jewel backgrounds. I have foraged those big sticks, those big round boulders, the 3 or 4 that I had to buy today. I just couldn't quite find the right ones down the river. They are the smaller size ones, which are still fairly large. And then we've got our detailing rocks in through there, and some other slightly bigger ones through there as well, and a bag of sand which has come from the same river as well. So they all should match really nicely together, and I think the mahogany and the jackfruit leaves here are going to be the job. And check this out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Turned it off.